So, I'm sorry about the little beep. Hey, I have not done a update video or a ramble video for you guys for a while, and I know that some of you don't really like these, but that's okay. You can just skip this one. I will have another true crime video for you probably Sunday, maybe Saturday. I haven't decided. I'm like, oh, it's day 3. I should probably upload. The trouble with that is my computer is not very spacious, so I have to make sure that I don't overload my tiny laptop. As you can tell, it's the greatest quality ever, which is why I am so buzzy. So right into that, I'm gonna lead. I made a list of things I wanted to talk with you about today. First things first, we always start with my mom. I'll try to be quick because there's really not a whole lot. I know some of you saw that at the beginning of February she was in the hospital again, and there was something wrong with her liver. She turned so yellow. She looked like a Simpsons character. It was so alarming, but they couldn't find anything, which is good, I think, sort of. They ultrasounded it, they did an MRI, they did an arterial Doppler, she had a CT scan, they took like 12 tubes of blood. They took so much blood out of her little self that they made her anemic, and then wanted to do a blood transfusion, which she will not do. So she tried to escape. As you guys know, she's very good at that. She stayed the first night. It took a couple hours to convince her, but then the second night she called me and was like, come get me right now. So yeah, luckily they let her out on day 3. So anyway, she's doing okay. She's still not clear on some days. Some days she's, I would say, 90% clear. My sister may disagree because she's there way more than me, but she says some weird stuff sometimes, like the pieces of her brain don't fit together right, if that makes sense. So anyway, I wanted to thank all of you for all of your birthday wishes. I'm actually gonna try to get a video of her responding to that today, but I really don't know how receptive she will be. She hates pictures and almost refused to take that one of her with me on her birthday. I think she's beautiful, but she doesn't. And I explained, I said, Mom, we didn't really think you were gonna get another birthday, so I would really like a picture. And then she was like, oh, okay. So, and I think my sister was kind of grateful too. We didn't have many pictures of my dad, and that's one thing that I regret. I don't have probably any pictures of him with me in the last 10 years until the day that he passed, and I won't post those. So anyway, now I'm done. Mom's doing okay, guys. So I have had several of you email me or post on videos about Patreon. I started a Patreon. I started it this week. You are, of course, by no means obligated to donate. I am actually so thankful that people even suggested it. It's crazy to me to think that people would want to support my little channel in that way. You work hard for your money, and I'm thankful that, you would want to send some of it my direction. So my plan for that is to put every single dollar that is donated via Patreon into an account for a camera so that you can see my face clearly. I'm sorry about that. You probably don't want to do that, but then we can do some other types of videos maybe, or I can, up the quality of my channel, which I really want to do. Again, no obligation. There will be some exclusive videos on there, and you get different benefits per the tiers that you sign up for. If you hop over there and you don't finish this video first, which I doubt you'll do, but you might get confused amaze you. So I thought those might be kind of fun to do, and I am always looking for reasons to use my Cricut because it just kind of, I'm trying not to be loud, it isn't getting used as much as it should, and I love to make t-shirts and stuff, but that aspect of my little geekwares shop is not going right now. I've just been focused on YouTube. That is actually where I got the name Geekwares. I started an Etsy shop a long time ago, and really made like geeky sort of focused things like decals and stuff like that. I haven't really done it in a while. I should pick that back up. Anyway, so I have also applied to monetize my channel. I really don't think YouTube is going to approve me. They have approved several other true crime ASMR artists, so maybe they will. I do really try not to use profanity or, you know, things like that on my channel, but I really know that YouTube doesn't like this sort of content. This is another reason why I created the Patreon. If for whatever reason YouTube decides that they're gonna take my channel down, I will just start uploading free videos on Patreon, because I don't want to lose you guys as friends. You're all my friends, and YouTube is sometimes kind of shady when it comes to stuff like that, and I get it. They don't want to post, you know, stuff that kids might see or this is a hypothesis. Let's say I make $11 an hour. So I am $4 above minimum wage. Whatever. I can't count. They're not going to give me those extra dollars when minimum wage goes up to complement my experience. Because if they did that, they would go under. So this is where I get scared. Because the cost of living for everything is going to go up. A gallon of gas is, $2.25 right now. That's going to go up. A gallon of milk, the cost of everything is going to go up. And I know that companies are not going to be able to make up the difference. So that scares the holy ever-living crap out of me. I'm afraid that we won't be able to afford to live here anymore. And so I am panicking. Unnecessarily, probably. I think I'm driving Sean crazy because I'm like, okay, where will we move? What will we do? How long will we wait? Like, do we wait and see how things go? Like, my mom is here. She owns her house. I only rent, so I could move when I had the money, I guess, because I don't really have the money. It scares me, and I'm a planner, so I'm trying to plan ahead. We had a 5-year plan in place, progression, and a goal, and now I'm like, oh, we can't do that. I'm lucky in a sense that we don't live very far from Missouri, so if we didn't want to move that far away, I could still just go over the river and live there. Missouri has personal property tax, which is, you pay that once a year, and it's quite expensive from what I hear. I have always wanted to move to the south. I have always said that I don't like Illinois. So while it frightens me to just pick up and move somewhere, I don't think that we'll be able to stay here. Again, I'm panicking, probably unnecessarily. Do I think that everyone deserves $15 an hour? Sure. I don't know how people survive. I really don't. I don't know how people. We don't have children living with us. I can't imagine trying to pay for food for all of those people making what we make now. We earn a modest wage, and he works 6 days a week every week, and it's unfortunate that this is the way things are going. Anyway, so yeah, I'm terrified, but I will stop rambling. And again, I mean no offense to people who don't have a college degree or 10 years of experience, but I think it sucks that 16-year-olds that get hired at McDonald's are gonna make realistically more money than me. I know that mine will get raised when theirs is raised, but it's still like, I've worked so hard to get here, and I don't know. That's probably selfish of me to think that way, but that's kind of where my mind goes. So, in all of that, I have always wanted to live in the country. As I've discussed before, I'm not in a subdivision, and I'm very lucky because I have a big yard. I do have neighbors fairly close, but I would like to be more than 200 feet. I'm gonna say 200 feet from my neighbors. And in that, I'm like, wow, we could save a bunch of money if we started a garden and we grew our own vegetables, and I started canning things, and we can make pasta sauce and salsa, and we use Rotel a lot, which is tomatoes and jalapenos, and barbecue sauce and ketchup, and everything's based off tomato sister to know that I even had a bite of one. I have always been that way. I have always, like, I'm not so picky that, like, when my sister makes spaghetti, she puts hamburger in it. I just eat around it. Sean is completely a carnivore, so we kind of have to balance things out. I'm not so bad in that the meat can't touch my food. I just eat around it, you know. I exclude it from things sometimes, like my taco soup. I don't put meat in it. My sister and my mom do. Sean would probably like it better if I did. Sometimes I just get my bowl out before I put the rest of it in there for him. So I don't think that I could. I know I couldn't kill animals for food. I would fall in love with the little piggies and not allow them to be butchered or taken, or I don't think I could eat bunny. I don't want to milk goats, although making soap and stuff would be cool. I have done that before. Ducks, I would love to have ducks, but I'm not going to eat them. I want to play with them and cuddle them. I'm so geeky, you guys. You know this. So anyway, when I talk about having a homestead, I'm just more thinking of ways to provide for my family without going to the grocery store. And I think it's really cool to be able to do that. You know what's in your food, you know where it came from. I think that's really, really neat. I'm actually gonna go to the local library later and see if I can find some books of recipes for tomatoes I don't even have yet. Anyway, let's see, what else? That's actually all of my list. I have filmed part 1 of Ted Bundy, and I'm going to film part 2 right after this, and hopefully, like I said, get those up later. I don't have anything in the works after that, actually. I have one document that I'm working on, but it's not very far into the process. I thought that would be another reason why we could do Patreon, is I could do polls for what you guys want to see or hear, or however you watch, listen to me. On what you would like. I know that some of my videos are liked more than others, and you guys tend to like the longer, between 30 and 40 minute videos. Sometimes it's just impossible to make them that long. I want to, because I like you. I want to fall asleep to the video, and unlike Sean, it takes me more than 5 minutes. I was so mad the other night. I laid down and he fell asleep before I was at chapter 2 in my book. I have never, ever, ever in my life fallen asleep that fast. I'm so jealous. My best friend can fall asleep like in the middle of a sentence. Just out. It takes me like 3 hours and 700 positions. Do you guys fall asleep like that? Or do you fall asleep fairly quickly? I need some tricks. I actually am going to start, I think, I'm probably going to start tomorrow. Maybe today, I don't know. See, indecisive. I read this article about clean sleeping, which makes a lot of sense to me. So, no caffeine after 2 p.m. They recommend a copper or a bamboo pillow, which I already have. No electronic devices 1 hour before bedtime, which I'm bad about because I'm always on my phone on YouTube. But I can do that. I can do an hour before bedtime. I usually read before bed anyway, so set a bedtime for yourself. Even on the weekends, I go to bed at this time, and you know, your hour prior for no electronic devices. I am gonna try to do that because I've noticed when I don't work, it doesn't matter, but when I do work, I sleep like crap. I'm laying there thinking about all the stuff that I have to do, and alive. I feed her. I water her. She gets stuck in my clothing. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that my dog somehow got stuck in one of my items of clothing yesterday. I don't know how she did that. I have no clue. I put all my clothes in a laundry basket and she drags them out at night and around the house, and it drives me absolutely crazy. But she somehow got this particular item. It was my bra. I mean, if you're a guy, you know girls wear one. But she was stuck in the strap of it up underneath her little leggies, and it was dragging between her legs through the house. And she was on the floor, and I was, I don't know, doing something on the computer. I think working on Patreon, and she yipped a little and let me know that she had to go potty, so I got up to let her out, and she was ahead of me into the kitchen, and I was like, what is stuck to you? Hold on. And so I'm the mean mom, and I have to film it as I laugh hysterically. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can see that video. And then the picture of me getting it off of her. She is 12 years old this year, and she's never done that before, so it was quite amusing for me. You may not find it, so anyway, let's see. I think that that's pretty much all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for almost 1,200 subscribers. You guys are awesome. I was telling Sean last night that I do want to expand on the types of ASMR that I do. I really do. But you guys love true crime so much that I hesitate to do so, because I know that's what you're here for. You may like my other videos, like if I do tapping or something. I don't know, my brain is not functioning. But you're here for the crime. So I don't know, I haven't really decided yet. I do know that when I get a new camera someday, now that I have a job, it'll be easier to save for, but I want to do like vlogs and stuff. I may kind of do them like Goodnight Moon does, where she films it all and then she overlays her soft-spoken or whispers to the scenery and stuff, because I think that would be cool. Or I may just do a different channel. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. Sean is going to start a gaming channel. He actually got approached by a company that he plays a mobile game for, and they said that if he can start a channel and get 2,000 subscribers, that they will sponsor him and pay for all of his equipment and microphones and cameras, and they'll send him a tablet and whatnot. So I think that might be cool for him if he can ever find time to do it. It drives me absolutely nuts when he plays mobile games, because we'll be sitting at dinner and he's like this. I only see you for like 3 hours a day. I would like to look in your eyeballs. But it's what he likes. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling at you now. I will see you very soon. I wish I had more exciting things to talk about. I am genuinely kind of boring. So I will see you after Ted Bundy. And like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be, well, you probably don't know yet, because did I say that? It might be 4 parts. I haven't decided yet. So right now I have 3 definitely planned, but I've never done videos in parts for you guys before, so I don't know how you like it. But I know the Mystery Theory does it all the time, and that I appreciate that, because there's so much information. I don't want to skip things,